what's up? Welcome back to a new video. Today I thought I'd share with you what I'm gonna do with some leftover rice that I have in my fridge. I noticed that cheat meals with rice are something that's heavily searched for on my channel, so I thought since I just did one a couple weeks ago, let's do another one. This time using leftover rice, but if you don't have any leftover rice, you can make some fresh and make these meals as well. Plus, I have the best hack for leftover rice on how to store it to give yourself fresh rice anytime you want it. Okay, to start, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with the leftover rice that I have that needs to be eaten. It's timing out in the fridge. This isn't a normal thing for us, but this week I just wasn't into rice, even though I thought I would be. So we have a lot left over. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with leftover rice for meals. They're quick and easy, but here's the best hack that I saw on TikTok. You're gonna need some good old Saran Wrap and whatever size measuring cup that you want for your rice. I'm gonna do these in half cup because I feel like that's perfect for me and my husband. And if he wants to do a whole cup, he can do a whole cup, but I'm gonna do half cup. And then we're gonna do individually put them in the Saran Wrap and freeze them. And I saw this on TikTok and it looked amazing. Instead of buying, where are they at? These, like the 90-second rice, the lady was saying it's so much easier to do the Saran Wrap hack than this. And I buy these all the time because they're super convenient. Like, yes, making rice doesn't take very long. However, if I'm being honest, this is ready in a minute and a half and I don't have to do anything at all. So I'm gonna try this out and I will let you know in a pinned comment down below what I think of it, because I'm gonna freeze it and then try it before letting you know. But if it turns out to be as good as this, then I'll just make extra rice every time and have freezer rice and then we're good to go. And if you're wondering, like, the unthawing of this, she just unrolled it from the Saran Wrap and popped it in the microwave for 60 seconds and it was perfect. So that's why I'm excited to try this. Like I said, you can do any size measurement that you want, but you just wrap it in Saran Wrap and then put it in the freezer. And she put them stored in a like a Tupperware almost, like in her freezer, lined up like this. And then she just had little things and she was sharing different meals that she makes with her rice. So I'm gonna wrap some of these and then we're gonna get on with the rest of today's meals. I'm only doing 4 of these because, like I said, I want to show you some easy meals to do with the rest of the rice. So I'm gonna pop these into my freezer and then tomorrow I'm gonna unthaw them and let you know in a pinned comment down below what I think, because I feel like this is gonna be perfect, like the way they're wrapped and stuff. So like I said, I'm excited about this. Next time I make rice, I'll probably make a huge batch and throw a bunch of these in the freezer because that took 2 seconds. And now I have ready rice. Okay, we're gonna need Saran Wrap for the next one as well. This is one of the recipes I saw her make on her TikTok. So, Saran Wrap. Also, the water trick that you just saw me do, that's a trick to keep the Saran Wrap on your counter without it floating all over. I don't know if you saw me do that, but I took a little wet cloth, wiped my counter, and it's so the Saran Wrap doesn't move all over. I forgot to do it on the first couple. Oh, hang on. You need some seaweed. Also, any kind of veggies or stuffing you want to put in the inside, but I really like seaweed rice and hummus. I know that's like a different flavor, but I really like it with homemade hummus, but I don't have any homemade hummus. So we're gonna make kind of like a sushi wrap, if you will, and it's something you can take on the go, and I'm gonna take it with me for lunch tomorrow. So we have our Saran Wrap down, And then I'm going to layer my seaweed. And honestly, if you have the seaweed sheets, it would probably be a lot easier, but she used it with both. So I was like, okay, I can do both. And I'm going to kind of pile it so it's like a little thicker on the bottom. Smells so good. Like I said, you can use a sheet too, but I kind of layered it, and we're gonna put the rice right in the inside, and then hummus, and then wrap and roll. All right, we're gonna put our rice right in the center. I'm gonna do 1/2 cup. And this is really sticky. Like I said, it is on its way out. I need to use it up in the next few days. I thought perfect to share with you some meals with rice. Then I'm just gonna put some hummus right in the middle. This would also be really good with like shredded carrots, shredded cucumber, avocado, all of which I do not have. I need to go to the grocery store today, but I'll probably have it on the side. Like I said, I really like hummus with rice and seaweed. It's one of my favorite things. Okay, now we're using the Saran Wrap to roll it as best as we can. Kind of stick it. We'll do our best. I'm not sure these sheets will work as good as with me as they did with her, but she showed it and it looked so easy. Okay. I'm gonna double wrap this one. Okay, now this definitely would fall apart if I were to just eat it right now. She actually suggests to put it in the fridge for a couple of hours, and then when you unroll it, eat it like you would a burrito, unroll a little bit, and then eat from here. And the rice and whatever we put in the inside is supposed to help moisten the seaweed a little bit. So yes, this looks like a really funny lunch. I'm probably gonna make a couple of these, but I'm excited for this. This looks really good and I can take it on the go. And it's a great way to use leftover rice. Okay, for the last recipe, it is going to be super easy. Also something you can throw in the freezer. We're gonna need a can of black beans, 2 cups of cooked rice, and then any kind of seasoning you wanna add. Also really good if you add cooked mushrooms and cooked onions, even some corn. Ooh, I think I actually have corn salsa in the fridge I can throw in this, and like make it as like a Southwest burger. Really, really good. And then you're gonna need a bowl because we're gonna throw all this together and we're gonna cook them up. If you don't wanna cook them up, you can just throw them in the freezer once they're put together and then take them out and use them as needed, but I am going to cook them up today. All right, just add the 1 cup of beans. You don't have to drain or rinse them unless you want to. I like to do them not drained and rinsed to a bowl just because it mixes together so much easier. I also have a recipe that's almost identical to this with mashed potato flakes, if you've seen that one before, but this is just using rice. And hopefully I have 2 cups of rice left. We're a little shy, but it's fine. Okay, then you're gonna add in your seasonings. I'm using this one. It says seafood seasoning, but it's a combo of mustard seed, celery, paprika, brown sugar, lemon juice, garlic. It's really good. And it's good, in my opinion, in burgers. So we're adding a bunch of this. I decided not to add the corn. I wanna save the corn salsa for something else, but you're going to mash and mix this with a fork, and it's gonna come together really nice. Like I said, you can use mashed potato flakes instead, and it turns out really, really good that way too. Okay, I had to work really hard at this. These are always so much trickier with a fork. If you have a potato masher or if you wanna use your food processor, it'll probably go so much easier, but I will drag it against the side of the bowl and mash it down. It takes like 10 minutes. I don't know, good little arm workout, I guess, but you can definitely do this so much faster with a food processor and the rice and a potato masher. But here we go. I need to grab a 1/4 cup measure. I have my skillet on the stove top. I'm gonna put that on medium heat. Don't mind the spill over here. I need to clean that up from dinner last night. And then we're gonna get to cooking these burgers. They'll be super delicious. And like I said, I'm gonna put these in the fridge for later on in the week. I have a couple days to use this rice, so we'll use them in the meantime. gonna work on the rest of these burgers. I'm not even gonna show it to you because it's the same thing. It's just repetitive. But let's talk about these guys. They smell amazing. That seasoning was absolutely perfect. I think a chili lime seasoning would also be really good. But how I would serve these is, first of all, I'm gonna let them cool and then I'm gonna pop them in the refrigerator. You can also, like I said, put them in the freezer like this and reheat them in the stove if you want to. They make great meatballs, great freezer meal if you need some ideas. But how I would serve these is with sweet potato fries. Not on a bun, just because I'm just like a bunless burger girl, maybe with some lettuce and pickles, onions, ketchup, mustard, and then some sweet potato fries. And they smell so good. You can make them as crispy as you want them. A little bit of olive oil in the cooking pan is how I make them crispy. But if you could smell these, such a good way to use up leftover rice or to cook some fresh rice and have these as a meal. Thanks for tuning in to another video from me. I hope you enjoyed it. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Plus, turn on your notifications because I'm going to be posting 2 new videos next week. I don't know which days, if I'm being honest. I haven't been super consistent with my posting schedule, just based on if I feel good that I'm able to edit. So turn your notifications on so you never miss a new video by me. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.